snap. Time for a little Telly map stream. Oh man, I'm about to groove out on this MIDI before I even get any work done. Let's post this link in some Discord. Discord. Oh yeah, bro. The saxophone part. Hold on, let me back that up. Right on, man. That was legit. So yeah, I added a bunch of new Cyrus, P-S-Y-R-U-S. This guy goes back to 02. His Doom World account is very old. Might even be older than Doom Kid's account. But added a bunch of his midis to my playlist. So we used to be jamming out to some new tunes this time. I'm actually not sure how many things I have in the playlist at this point. What up, Lamp? Telly. Telly. We got Sandwich in the chat. We're seriously doing this again, guys. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Listen to this part. It's so good. Maybe I just turn this into a jukebox stream. Forget the mapping. Fuck yeah. Alright, I gotta get work done. See what I want to work on here. I've made a lot of progress on this office area. It's basically, in a very rudimentary way, it's progression complete. So you can go into the office building, you can go up to the office floor in the elevator. You can get the blue key, you can get the blueprint. I just need to have some combat encounters, but this whole map basically doesn't have combat yet, so I want to do something like... I feel like I'm about at the point where I need to start designing some combat, though, so I can kind of feel out how this whole map is going to sort of vibe. I can't, because I keep getting distracted by this sick MIDI. Ooh. Oh, yeah. This has got a nice groove to it. I've heard a lot of Cyrus MIDIs, but I don't know his catalog by, like, the back of my hand or anything. I'm going to be discovering a lot of these songs for the first time. I want to add some optional side areas too, though, because I want it to have a little bit more of exploration than just going down like a one progression. You should make a map where the gun don't just pop out the map. I don't remember any of the other lines from that sketch. I remember they all argue with each other over some stupid shit. Maybe I'll put a chain gun up here. Just as a placeholder for now. What is it called? Oh my god, there's some new stuff. Oh yeah, minigun. I'm the best at this. Plasma phone, rocket launcher. I think those two, the plasma gun and the rocket launcher, are going to be like the... They're going to be special items. Oh, you know what? I should make some other doors elsewhere in the map unlocked by the blue key, so there's like a reason to do some other exploring. So So maybe I'll have a blue key door like up in this room somewhere. I'm just going to kind of remind myself about it for the time being. Oh. So I'm going to just draw like a little placeholder here. I'm going to give it a door texture. And I'm going to give it these... I'm going to just give it some roughshod blue locked door textures. Maybe I'll even make it locked by the blue key. Even though that's not a door right there. It's just a wall. And now there's a little non-linearity added to this map, so there will be just a blue key over here. Maybe I should do a yellow key somewhere, or like a red key. That'll be like a stretch goal. The more time I have left after completing this, the more optional side areas I'll put in. So I've added in at the top of the office area, I rearranged the furniture in the office. I still haven't fixed this clunky ass computer or desk, but I made a secret door. So that actually should mark this as a secret area, or I will. Maybe where this leads, I'll mark as a secret. But it lets you into like a busted elevator shaft, and then there'll be like a little ventilation duct we're gonna climb into. Just some classic. Bro, this Smitty is so good. This guy is a pro. I see why Deathbear, I think, has essentially said that Cyrus is like his favorite composer. Whatever our support textures called in this set, is we don't have just the vanilla textures. This one is 16 wide. Yeah, it'll work. Do I want the golden pipe wall? I don't really know why these are in the texture set. Maybe just because they match the Telly theming. Yellow textures, yellow Telly. I don't really know. So I'm going to make this empty out into a little back room. So yeah, you'll go into the ventilation shaft in the elevator, and it'll let you get into a room that you wouldn't have access to normally, and that'll be a secret, I guess. Okay, so let's see. There we go. I was like, wait, why isn't that lining up? How do I make this not look a little whack? I don't really know exactly how I'm going to accomplish this yet. I'm just kind of screwing around so far. I swear this playlist is on shuffle, but it's just giving me all Cyrus stuff. So I think I have like 60-something Cyrus midis now compared to everyone else. Does this be good for the elevator top? Yeah, probably. I don't need to go crazy with it. Do like a little detail. am I doing? I have a good like vent looking texture. Not you. Maybe one of these slime textures would look better for the elevator. All right, what's a good grate type of texture? I'll just do this. And let's get the slime flat. That's probably going to look better. Yeah, just a little better. Nice. Just give this a tiny bit more detail. And now what's going to be good for the vent? Oh, here's what I wanted. Flat 4. No, maybe not. Could do another slime texture. Just a different one. Did I just pick the same one? No, these are so... The difference between these two is so subtle. They don't even look different. But they clearly are. The pattern's not exactly the same. I don't think they look different enough. All right, let's see. I don't know. Little light coming in from there. That's a nice detail. Let's not make this a pitch black room. Trying to think of also how, if I want to have like some kind of vent cover over the access. I don't know. Let's see, can I get like a good light texture in here? I'm like going all over the place with what I'm working on. I'm like ADD and the fuck out right now. Alright, turn this up a little bit. This will just be like a little storage room. I'm gonna put a bunch of crates in here. Do you have any nice ridged textures? I wish, man. Make my life a lot easier. A bunch of bogus textures. Thought I unpegged these. What's that height? 80? I will say, even if nobody's really like watching this stream right now, it's nice to just kind of keep myself a little more productive. I can't really afford to just like sit around and do nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make these distinctly the door texture that I'm leaving for a door that the player that will not ever open, of just purely decorative. I'll just reset this. I don't like what I just did. There we go. That way it'll be obvious to the player that you can't open these doors. And I'll leave this one as the same texture as an actual openable door. And that'll be a little hint maybe that the player can get in there as like a secret or something. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll just put like some armor in this hallway or something. Seem like it's buffering. Anybody out there to give me a hint? Is the stream smooth or am I chopping up right now? Well, hopefully it's okay. I'm putting crates in. I'm doing it. I don't really want to spend a ton of time like nitty-gritty detailing every single tiny little room in this thing. I really got to get to a point where I'm like hashing out major layout stuff. This week is the final stretch. And yeah, right now I'm like spending so much time just scrolling through the frickin' texture editor. The texture selector. Edit line def, whatever this thing is called. Definitely not being very efficient with my time. Definitely feeling pretty out of practice. Make it match that a little bit. I always like it when the last room in a path is marked as the secret. It's not just the like the first area you get into. If it's like a secret that has a little bit more to it than just being a secret closet or whatever, even though that's basically what this is. All right, so what are these different items? What is the Soul Sphere? 6-pack of Teleporter, and then there's Teleporter. Is that the Mega Armor? We got blue armor, armor bonuses. I want to put a Soul Sphere in here and some extra ammo. Be a nice secret. But yeah, I like it when the little trail leads to the secret, so you get to the final area and it's like, oh, I found it. Nice. And really, I just need to line these textures up and I'll basically have this little secret. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I will have this all done. So now I have a little branching path in the progression. So let's see. Should probably put an extra pump shotgun just because I walked right past it and I bet people will walk past the pump shotgun. Maybe I'll put one in this office or something. Put a bunch of redundant weapons in this map. So here's the lobby. I probably need to put something else in the lobby, but honestly, I feel like I can get away with not really putting any Doom cute stuff on this. Maybe figure out a different texture for these flats and put like a light texture. I don't think it's really that big of a deal if I don't put a bunch of stuff on that. This crazy, complicated elevator works now. So we jump down here. Okay, what is this? This is not... Is it supposed to be... Oh, that's supposed to be a med kit, isn't it? Alright. I was being dumb. I was looking in the wrong menu, wondering what the hell that was. This is a med kit. Chicken ball. Computer map and invisibility, vulnerability. These are... Oh, that's different. That's got the Telly face on it. Ultra strength coupon. Telly sphere. What is the chicken ball? Is that the Megas? Oh, Megasphere. I see the class right there. It says on the damn thing. Rad suit, soul sphere. Ultra strength coupon is the... Alright, so we're going to do Telly sphere. Let's give the player a nice soul sphere for finding that. That's like a big secret, right? That's like one of the kind you feel like should have a lot of stuff in it. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and put a pump shotgun here. So, I'm about where I want to start kind of giving a thought to how some of the combat's going to open up in the beginning. I definitely want some perched monsters, but I don't want the player to just sit there and hit a bunch of revenants over and over again. With the pump shotgun, it gets old after a while. We do have a lot of new Telly-specific... I'm not allowed to use that, whatever that is. We got a whole host of Atlantic forces, so I think these are just like former human variants. These could be fun to use. Maybe a lot of these guys as office workers would make sense. And then we got a bunch of different Tellys. This one, whatever the hell this is, Cursed Telly. This shit is so creepy. I don't know what all these other variants do. I looked through them and I already forgot like kind of what they do. Telephone, I don't remember. This might be like a pinky. And Telly egg. I don't know if any of these Tellys are going to be good like snipers. Like, I think regular Telly's basically an imp. Maybe I should put these in the map and see what they do real quick, because I don't remember. I should put them in the player start. What does this guy do? What do you do? Oh, this guy would make a good sniper. Oh, yeah. This is a good sniper. He's nice and weak. But he does a lot of weird projectiles. That's good. Let's put a couple Telly eggs up here. Ambush. I don't really know how demons are supposed to fit into this, this Tellyverse. Put a couple more Telly eggs up here. I like these guys. I don't want to make this too tedious. This will probably be something where, like, it'll make sense if I spawn monsters into this area after hitting milestones. Also, the more stuff I put in here, the more items I'm going to have to actually place down. Quantum Telly. What does this thing do? I should put this in the test area as well. See what this guy does. What is your deal? Oh my god. Bro, this shit is cursed. How long does this guy take to kill? Bro, this guy's like a boss. Okay. I know where I want to use this guy. I want to put him right here in the blue key room. Okay. But this whole like beginning subway area I really need to design at some point. Not design, like detail. I've just like roughly hashed it out, but I want to put a couple stim packs. What are the stim packs? Okay, so teleporter's the health bonus. Case of teleporters, the med kit. So the stim pack's actually the 6-pack. Yeah, okay. So I'll put a couple of these here. Or maybe they'll be plants, I don't know. Put them right next to this vending machine. This stupid office plant is so good. Just in case you need extra health at the beginning for some reason. It's nice to have a little health at the beginning just in case you make a mistake getting things started, I think. This shouldn't be like... I shouldn't strive to make this like a super hard map. I feel like other people are probably going to take care of that. Some shotgun shells around. So then you kind of come out into the open area. There needs to be a decent amount of stuff happening, but I don't want to just be the player sitting here like shooting a bunch of enemies for 5 minutes before they can explore. So chain gun soldier, ghost, rifle soldier, shotgun soldier, shredder, slayer. Probably rifle soldier for this. Have some of these guys waiting at the entrance to the Telly building would make sense. I mean, I don't know what shredder is, but maybe is this like a boss type enemy or something? Take this thing out. This thing is creepy. This thing will be like in here. Telly. That's so funny. Quantum Telly's really good. I like that one a lot. Telephone. I think this is a pinky equivalent. Medkit is case of teleporter. I kind of wish the items had kept the original names just to make them easier to find, but whatever. Oh, yeah. Thing placement. It's like the most exciting part of Doom, right? All right, we got a little bit of stuff going on here. Let's put something in here. A few tellies. All these little folders, they're like nice for organization, but they kind of throw me off as I'm not used to seeing. You gotta have lots of tellies. Like if you're not fighting tellies in the telly wad, it's kind of not living up to its reputation, is it? Let's put some shotgun shells around. I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot of ammo in this map. Box of Telly shells. Like, see that exactly thing? It's just confusing me. Just put some random shells around all over this area. I think this is going to end up being the entrance to a different zone. Like right here, there'll be a doorway of something. Clippington. Yeah, we're doing Telly. We're doing more Telly stuff today. I'm trying to keep up the pace. Feel like if I map for like a solid hour and some change after work, then hopefully I'll go down, make some dinner, hang out with my wife for a little bit, and then maybe come back and map more. But if I don't do that, then I've at least done some mapping this afternoon. Yellow pages. Oh, wait, are there phone book textures? Because that would be good to put in that office, like a stack of yellow pages. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Oh yeah, I love that. All right, what about phone book? So we have yellow pages. What are the yellow pages called? Deadline is Friday? Yeah, I think so. Doesn't it say that in the thing? I think it's June 6th. Is it the 8th? Can you double check that for me and let me know? Maybe I actually have until Sunday. What are these called, the yellow pages? Oh, F books. Okay. I'm trying to get it to line up with the flat. This might be more trouble than it's worth. I don't know anymore. I'm freaking out. Well, it says in the Discord channel. I just threw off this texture alignment. I really want some phone books in here. People are going to think that they can get up there to get this. I'll put 1 health bonus on there. Let's see, do we have phone books? I totally got distracted by that, but I wanted to check these out. Oh, it was called F book. Wait, F book, is it? Why would you put F for phone? I just realized that. That doesn't make any sense. Books. Ah, here we go. Ah, yeah. Stack of phone books. Actually, do one more. I don't actually want these to be the same. Let's see, 160. This should be 128. Oh yeah, we back. We are so back. All right, I'm gonna go look in the Discord. When is this actually due? When is due date? Bro, it says in the design doc, I think. Let me see. What are we looking like? Oh, Sunday, June 8th. Okay. Let me fix that. That's actually nice to know. Now I can be lazy for the rest of this week. Map due Sunday. There we go. Good call. Good call. That's good news for me. Bad news for you, since I just gave you a little mini heart attack, I guess. Alright, maybe I need to make sure that these little Telly guys are actually just like Telly pinkies and not some like absurdly powerful enemy. What is it called? Telly... Oh, telephone. What does these guys do? Okay, so none of the Telly enemies really replace the function of the Doom enemies, for the most part. What do these guys do? I don't have any health. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the Telly eggs are flying enemies. Okay, so they're not going to work as, like, sniper perch monsters. That sucks. Alright, so I'm going to take this out. Alright, I need to replace the... I really liked these guys for perches, but I guess they're not going to be good for that. So maybe I'll just use the Telly... I'll use the telephone. I'll use one of these each. And then I guess I'll put some regular pinkies in. Telly egg you can monster block into turrets. Some of the projectiles are homing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't really familiarized myself with everything that can happen. Is there a proper... There's not really like a pinky Telly or anything like that, is there? Yeah, Clippy, I know. I've already said I know. Are you listening? Come on, man. Angry Barrel Bot. Were any of the demons changed? Haunted Plant? Can't keep track of monsters. Yeah, there's too many of them. Mostly in a good way. Yeah, I know the Cursed Telly. I did play around with that one. I remember that one. So I will... I'm going to dial this back. I don't want a bunch of bullet sponge monsters right from the drop. I want to kind of ease into it a little bit. Having these guys to take pot shots at you should be good. And then what's the like Telly promo balloon? Is that just like a big old crazy cacodemon thing? And this chain gun's a bit of a shame. This vertical firing spread is pretty cursed. It's like Kako, but has different projectile patterns. Oh, it just pops when he dies. That's fucking awesome. Oh, this guy has a lot of health. All right. This is a decent start. This might be a little grindy. It's hard to say for the time being. It might be a little grindy. But I'll tweak it once I actually get to a point where I'm playtesting it. So that's possible. Nice. Got some telephone books in here. Good stuff. The elevator should work to bring you back. Shredders shout like Arnold and do a 3-shot burst that hurts. Slayers beep a few times and fire a BFG. Oh, shit. Okay. Those will be like a boss guy then. All right, there's a lot of good potential here. So, the Slayers, I want to use those sparingly, if at all. I imagine, I think I was seeing Bunny comment about this, that it seems like everybody has like a tendency to want to use like all the stuff in the map. And personally, I'm okay with this map being a little bit on the easier side and not using every single Telly monster. Is that a tree? Is what a tree? They take a long time to fire. Yeah, I'll probably not try to put all the crazy shit in there, even though I want to see what it all does. Where's my box of shells? Box of Telly shells. Yeah, see, that keeps throwing me off. Talk to you later, eggs. Okay. I don't know what that means, but talk to you later, eggs. Alright, so we're going to do some Atlantic forces. So we have some shotgun soldiers. Let's do some shotgunners. Will be good. Just going to put some rifle guys in here. That's why the armor's pretty important, I guess, right? Maybe a couple of Tellys. Put some Tellys in here. Who should be waiting behind the reception? I feel like that'd be a good thing to have a Revenant, even though demons feel incredibly out of place in this. Let me see my telly. Get in my telly. Oh, you can have Tellys come out of the low alcoves. Interesting. I just assumed he was pretty much identical to the Imp, but it sounds like there's a little variety. What is Ghost? Is that a good... Is that... What does that do? Is that going to be like a crazy boss guy? Sounds like just by the name. I don't want Telly to come out of my alcoves. Yeah, I don't either. That sounds awful. Ghost goes invisible and attacks for pretty high damage. Okay. I'm going to definitely need to put a lot of health and ammo in this area. Interesting. Telly Shellies. Man, I really wish there was like a a default like 50 armor. It's armor bonuses. Okay, let's just put... Usually what I do is I'll just like stack a bunch up. And it's just like so inorganic. Just want to put some armor bonuses in here. This is going to be kind of wild. Put some stim packs in here. I don't know if this is going to be too much ammo or not. I don't really care. I'll balance it later. This is a lot of health too, but we'll make it work. All right. Let's set this trap up. So when the player gets the blue key, they need the blue key to go get the blueprint in the conference room. But they'll get the blue key. I need to extend this line def so you always cross it no matter what. And let's make it angled just in case to minimize the risk of line def skipping. It's always a good practice to make walkover triggers diagonal when possible. So going over here, we'll trip open these doors, and these will open up, and a bunch of tellies are going to pop out of it. So it'll be like a telly set piece with lots of tellies. Let's see. How many do I want? You can have tellies coming in double wide. I feel like something in the ballpark of about 30 is going to be a good number to flood into this office space. Is that, how many do I have selected? 12? Do 4 more, 16. 16 and 16 is going to be 32. That'll work. Why am I copying? I should just copy and paste these. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do Sector 11. This will be Sector 12. Can make this a little longer. All right, whatever this MIDI is getting on my nerves. Line def 97, that's Sector 12. No, 11. Let's do 11 first. I don't know why. Just keep it in numerical order. There we go. Bunch of redundant teleporting lines. Should keep the tellies. These are probably going to take a long time to flood out of this closet. Gold Rush, yeah, this is a good MIDI. Adam Christensen, welcome. I should really make a telly map. It combines my retro computer and phone freak hobbies. And it has just an inexplicable charm that's hard to describe. Just make my little dummy sector here. With that many TP lines, it should be fast. It should be, but they're going to be coming out of like one teleporter for each closet, so it could still be a little clunky. We'll see. I love the 90s Doom WAD jank. Yeah, I do too. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting to kind of warm up to just the overall aesthetic of the texture set. I don't know. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna just spawn in here real quick. Skip all guns. Oh, I just realized what mistake I just made. I need to make this. I need to close this teleport closet. And I'm gonna make these the same just because I can. Oh. And then make these 10. Okay. But yeah, I love, I'm kind of starting to warm up to just the overall vibe and the shades. I like this, something about this tan color I really like that, ironically kind of gives me a bit of like a vaporwave aesthetic, even though it doesn't have any like neon, just that kind of like 90s office chic. Feels like a fun area to just like pop a bunch of monsters in. I need to make these impassable because you can soft lock down here right now. If you jump over the chair, you can get stuck back there. What does this guy do? That's a really interesting enemy. Now these guys should start flooding out. Yep, here we go. I like that you can't, like, completely hold your ground against these guys. They don't seem to... Seems to be harder to multi-kill them compared to regular imps. They have a little bit more health. Yeah, and that's just like a... You can't actually go in there. Thought it would be kind of a nice... Just to have, like, a creepy little hallway that leads to nowhere. And this thing. This boss, this is a good boss monster. Nice. Okay. We got the rough makings of like the first leg of progression on the map now. Like I think that encounter might not be perfectly balanced, but that's fine right now. I don't know what I need to do compared to the rest of the map. I love they just fucking disappear. They pop like actual balloons. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling this. I think this is going to work. I think the challenges ahead of me are going to be... I want to be able to meaningfully reuse this like central hub area at least once or twice. Maybe not like not every time you complete an objective so it doesn't get tedious, but like it should repopulate with monsters in some way, right? Like it should have some kind of it shouldn't just be like a one and done. It is a little weird in maps when there's like a major central area. There's a major central area that like you see once and then it seems like you're going to come back to it and use it again and then you really don't. I always find that a little bit jarring in a map or just a little bit weird. Telly's a little skinnier, so yeah, I guess it doesn't catch as many pellets or something. Okay, so my next area, so I can kind of give this a soft check mark. This area is like actually kind of done for the time being. So I think the next thing I wanted to do was make like a restaurant type of area. That seemed to be like kind of something that would be fun to lean into. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. I have some ideas though, so let me see. I want to turn this into... A food court. A food court compared to a restaurant. Let me think. I kind of... I don't hate that idea, actually. A food court compared to a restaurant. The reason I was thinking restaurant is I have this like interesting little like balcony type of, not a balcony, but like a window seating area. Like I could imagine like a fancy restaurant giving you like a cool, you know, city view. But that could work just as well, just to be like a food court type of area would be kind of good. Like a dining hall. Do they have those in other parts of the world where it's like, it's basically like the food court in a mall, but it's not in a mall. It's just like in the middle of downtown or something. It's like in an enclosed building and there's a bunch of like food court types of things, open seating, but otherwise there's not like shops or anything attached to it. One thing I'm going to try to figure out how to do is I want this to be more of like an arena type of space. So I want it to be, I don't want it to be super duper realistic. I want to leave a little bit of room for abstraction so I can give it a bit of an arena. And I want it to have like a bit of an open interconnectedness so it's not just a bunch of like rooms and hallways connected together. So there's a few things to keep in mind with how I want to structure this space. It's just kind of like trying to figure out how to tie all this together. This is going to be accessible from two areas. So you'll be able to come in from this direction and technically probably from this direction here too. I'll like maybe explain that here in a second. So you'll be up on the upper floor of the area to get in here. And then this is actually a higher elevation. And then I also want to have an entrance from the street level, so like a staircase. I don't think I want to do another lift. So it'll have to accommodate the lower level into the space as well. And then I also do want maybe an intermediate level. So like if you drop down onto this balcony, there's like a staircase that leads you back up inside in some way. So a few different elevations. An office canteen disconnected from the office, maybe not. I mean, you know, I'm trying to strike the balance between like, it's fun when it's got like a verisimilitude, it feels like a real space. But I'm not trying to like live and die on that concept because like this open city area isn't super realistic. It looks city-ish, but like even like city plazas don't really look like this a whole lot. You know, this is kind of a little video gamey in the shape, I guess. And I just want to leave room to kind of make it look like a video game level if I want to, you know. So all that to say is that like if it doesn't make perfect sense to have a canteen there or whatever, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I don't think. I might come back to regret that. I don't know, but that's what I feel like right now anyways. One thing I don't really do very well is just drawing shapes and just like going with it. Just like, I'm gonna just make some shapes. Some people are so good at that, and then you're like, how do you just make these shapes that are so pleasing to look at? I don't understand. That's gonna be the biggest like hurdle in trying to make this seem like a somewhat realistic space, is if I just have this like weirdly non-orthogonal shaped everything. Oh wait, a skylight would be a good idea. I think there's a way to like make this all work. I think there's a way to make this all work. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to get rid of that sharp edge. I don't like walls that end in sharp corners. This is still a little bit weird looking right now. Drop this down. Almost like a little atrium area or something. I have to connect these together, otherwise I'm pretty sure this shape won't draw. One day I'll figure out how people make like just the craziest appealing looking auto map. I love a good atrium. Yeah, I think there's a way to make that work. One secret I have picked up on is that hexagons are like a good cheat code for connecting a bunch of non-orthogonal shapes together. This is 100% vibe right now. I don't have a plan for what I'm trying to do. I think I'm going to be able to make this work, but I have a feeling that making it, I don't know, it just looks a little like unsightly on the auto map. Maybe that shouldn't bother me, but it just kind of does. Ellipse tool plus Shift C. Wait, do I know what that does? Oh, I see what you mean. Shift C is in like this. Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on a second. It looks like it's a dog paw. Whoa. I love when you just accidentally make like a really cool looking but very impractical shape. I have no idea if I'm going to like this or not, but it's interesting exercise. I feel like I'm just abusing this now, but it's kind of fun. This isn't going to work on that. Hold on. I'm going to have to exclude those corner lines for the time being. Done on an enclosed shape, you can make some really complex shapes. Orchids, lotus. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, if you overdo it, then I feel like the sectors start to just kind of get a little crazy. It doesn't know what to do. I have no idea if I'm going to want to keep these. I usually do reach at least one point during the construction of a map where I just highlight everything and fucking delete it because I'm like, yeah, I don't actually like that all that much. Could that be this? I don't know. I am enjoying just kind of screwing around a little bit, not taking this too seriously. It's just so weird looking like this. Not some you wouldn't build this. Should I combine this abuse with the stair builder? I don't like this sharp angle here. I'm gonna delete that. Actually, all right, let me try that again. I don't like this. I'm not selecting the actual texture, I'm just introducing some contrast into what I'm doing real quick. I don't know if I'm convinced on this. It seems a little whack. This looks really fun so far, and you're gonna get some food. Well, enjoy. Hope you find something that you like. Not just settling for what the hell's in the pantry type of meal. Although sometimes needs must. Sometimes we find ourselves there. What are you gonna do? I don't like that. I don't know if I want to delete it or not, but I'm not liking that. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. See you next time. I don't like the way that any of these shapes look. I think I'm gonna save this as like a prefab, and then I'm gonna delete it. Usually when I make a major change where I just like delete something wholesale, I like to make a quick branch on my file type. Just to... Or not... I make a branch file so that I can restore it if I need to. Even though I just created a prefab. It's just like an extra layer, I suppose. You want to use the hexagon sheet? I did like the idea of that, those paths looping together. I don't know if I know what I'm doing yet. I'm still just not completely sure. How long have I been streaming for? I thought this was going to be a pretty short stream. An hour and 10 minutes? Go for a little bit longer. I like the idea of the skylight, so I want to keep that. Still not really sure. I liked the idea of this overlooking. Not there, though. I'm so bad at this type of mapping where you're making like just interesting angles and stuff. I really want to press myself to get better at it, but I just I feel like I'm really bad at it. See, I don't like that because those lines are too long. Rotate the grid again. This is the type of mapping I don't like people to see because it's literally just me doing stuff like this for 20 minutes. Like, all right, what am I doing? I don't know what that just did. I flipped it twice. I feel like I'm kind of stuck. I need to get away from this. This is the part of mapping that's hard to stream when you just like kind of hit a second. You hit a bit of a wall for a minute. You're like, all right, I don't know what I need to do. I think I need to distract my brain with something else, but I can't just like pull up YouTube and sit here and watch it. I mean, I could, but I'm not really one of those streamers. So if I just started watching random YouTube videos, everybody'd stop watching this one. Just want to groove out to the music. Cyrus is bringing it home, man. God, what the fuck am I doing, man? I like cannot tell you right now. Ugh. These shapes are so ugly looking, man. All right. I'm pretty convinced I need to come back to this because I'm just getting in my own head about it. So I'm going to end the stream here because I really can't. I got to take a break. Also, I just like got off a shift at work, so I jumped straight into mapping. But I mapped for an hour, like basically uninterrupted. And only somewhat occasionally stared at the texture selector. So I probably won't be back on tonight or anything like that, but I might stream again this week if time allows me for it, because this has been kind of fun. But otherwise, I will be off the stream pushing for progress on this Telly project so I can finish it by Sunday. So thanks for stopping by. I will see you next time, whenever that is, and I hope you have a beautiful life ahead of you.